Thomas Costello, Langer and Holy Land. Question for Chance and Jaloni. This is both of your first NCAA tournament games. Can you talk through just the nerves beforehand and then walk me through how you felt you did today?
Yeah, Cody sent us a text this morning just saying it's kind of win or go home and have that mentality, go out and have fun and play as hard as we can because, like McGuff said before the game started, all we're guaranteed is 40 minutes. So that was kind of my mentality going in today, just leave it all out on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, like she said, just, it's do or die, play together. We want to win, we want to get out of here. Just happy to be here. It's been fun so far, so yeah.
And then can you talk about the second quarter whenever they went on a run, I think a 10-point run, and the fouls were not going Ohio State's way. It seemed like the crowd was getting upset. Coach got a technical. Can you talk about kind of your team's response to that?
Yeah, that's just when we kind of come together as a team and just try to stay poised. We can't control the referees or the atmosphere of the game. We can only control ourselves and being good teammates and good players. So that's all we were really focused on.
11 Warriors for Chance. The start of a second half there, 3 straight threes to start the half. That seemed like it just kind of was the moment you guys needed to start to pull away. Just what was going through you in that moment, and kind of did you feel that momentum shift there?
Yeah, I was just kind of ready to shoot whenever my teammates got the ball. We were moving the ball really well, and that's something we've been emphasizing the last couple of weeks. Just one dribble, push the ball up the floor, and see what we can get easy shots and do simple things.
Jaloni, for you, being from Tennessee, do you look ahead now and look at a potential matchup for Tennessee? Is that a matchup that would particularly excite you?
I mean, at the end of the day, basketball's always been basketball, so I'm excited for whoever about to play.
Brianna McKay, Columbus Dispatch. Kevin, can you talk about just those missed calls in the second half and your emotions on the sidelines?
I just disagreed with some things that were going on out there, so I voiced my displeasure, and that's about it.
And for Jaloni or Chance, can you talk about after that moment how you guys kind of built off that? And I know you guys, the whole team's been open about sometimes just not getting calls.
Yeah, I mean, we just get fired up. Obviously, things weren't going our way, so we got to make them go our way, and that's exactly what we did.
Coach, for you, how much more dangerous does it make you guys as an offense when Chance is shooting like that and really making threes?
Yeah, I mean, I just think in general, in the first half, we were leaving a lot of points on the board or off the board because we weren't making the extra pass and then the extra pass. And then to start the second half, we played really aggressively in transition. But instead of sometimes people equate being around the basket with a great shot, but when there's 2 people there and you can spray it out to somebody wide open, which is what happened, and Chance was obviously capitalizing on those, we just moved the ball a lot better until we found a better shot than what we were getting in the first half.
Parker Cotton with the Bozeman Daily Chronicle. Kevin, yesterday you made note of Montana State coming in with 30 wins, and you said something to the effect of this is a team that is used to winning or knows how to win. I'm curious in what ways you saw that today, given that it's no longer on film and it's right in front of you.
Yeah, I thought they played a great game. They played really hard. They played with poise. Their Morales was really, really good. I thought Picton off the bench was great too. And so they looked like a well-coached team that plays well together, that plays extremely hard. And I think they did everything they were probably capable of doing to win, but I just think our depth and athleticism probably won out today.
Obviously, you guys are out without Elsa today. You have Ebony playing a couple more minutes. Can you talk about the different look that she kind of gave you on the court, specifically on defense?
Yeah, I thought Ebony was really good, especially on the defensive end. And, she's a fifth-year senior, and so she's been in these moments. She's been in our program for a long time, so she knows what to do and when to do it, and it showed today.
Jaloni, you had 6 steals, and the team forced 26 turnovers on the game. Can you talk about the press, the traps, just how you're feeling out there on defense?
I just think I was in the right place at the right time. McGuff always emphasized, getting up, pressuring the ball, just making sure, the offense is uncomfortable. So just having to be at the right place at the right time.
And then, Coach, could you also talk about winning the turnover battle today?
Yeah, we knew that was important. Montana State plays a similar style, and they've had a lot of success this year in turning people over and turning those turnovers into points. But I thought, especially as the game went on, I thought our depth and athleticism were on them, and the turnovers started to come, and we were able to convert those into points.
Coach, can you talk about what you said in the halftime locker room? Did it echo the beginning of the game where you said it's 40 minutes, or at that point, how did it change your advice to the team?
I'm good at math. I said there's 20 minutes now. So I did say that. And what we mostly talked about is making the extra pass. Because I thought we were getting great opportunities, but taking tougher shots than we needed to. So that was the biggest point of emphasis.
Steve Hellwagon with Bucknuts.com. For the players, the play that seemed to really get everybody riled up was Taylor going after the loose ball and getting called for the foul. And then they hit the three, and Coach got a little upset, a little irate. You guys didn't let them score for like the next 8 minutes of clock time, just the last 5 minutes of the first half, first 3-4 minutes of the second half. What changed for you guys defensively at that point? I know you put some points on the board, but what really started going well for you guys defensively to get those stops?
Yeah, I think just getting back to being aggressive in the press, not really getting stagnant, just trying to be as aggressive as we can. That's the best basketball. Getting steals and converting the steals, I think that's what kind of got us going. We talked in the huddle. They went on their run, and it was time for us to go on our run.
Coach, at times you've emphasized controlling the pace of the game, and in the first half it seemed like you allowed them to speed you up a little bit. What was your message in the second half, as in the second half it kind of seemed like you really slowed down and were able to control the pace?
Well, I think we actually played at the same pace, if not faster, but we were much more efficient with it. And we kind of like allowed the pace of the game to lead us into harder contested shots. But we combined pace in the extra pass in the second half, which led to a lot more shots, which we were able to make with a lot more efficiency.
I'm going to just let the folks on Zoom know if you have a question, please use the raise hand application, and we'll be happy to get to you. Go ahead.
Victor Flores, 406 Empty Sports. For Jaloni, Taylor Church, number 44 for them, said she played against you and with you in AAU ball. I don't know if you remember that, but I guess what are your thoughts on how she played and in this game?
I don't know if I remember. I mean, I played a lot of people, but obviously for her to be on this team, she's obviously really good. She got good minutes. Just being aggressive. I think I want to say she played on the Northwest Blazers, that orange team, and they've always been good. We always had, hard trouble playing against them, always long and lengthy. So, yeah, just a really good job today.
Mike Hayridge from the Dispatch. Kevin, when you look at the stat sheet after a 2-week layoff, what numbers catch your eye as something you're very pleased about? Is it the assists to baskets made, or?
But probably the assists, because that's where I think late in the year and in the first half today we've struggled with making the extra pass to lead to a better shot, and we finally did that in the second half, and I think kind of reminded ourselves of who we can be when we make that extra pass.
Kevin McWalker, Letterman Row. What's the message to the team now? Obviously, you enjoy the win, but after the way, different teams, different seasons, but after the way last season, and what's kind of the message just to push them to get out of Columbus and get to the Sweet 16 now? Yeah, enjoy this one, but it's short-lived. We're going to go watch the next game. We've got two really good teams with two distinctly different styles of play, and so we need to lock in and make sure we get good eyes on that. And then we got to show up tomorrow, use our practice time to get as prepared as possible, and we know we're going to have a really tough game on Sunday.
Anything else? Jaloni, Chance, Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks,
and we'll
everyone.
See you tomorrow.